Yeah, welcome back to the candy store. Metaphysical Brooklyn like it never was. And this is something called the You Ain't Nothing Man. The You Ain't Nothing Man. Oftentimes, nicknames seem so cruel, almost a permanent judgment to a physical or mental frailty. The recipient had to overcome or obviously deal with it. It's a candy store. One of the cruelest was Gaga the Nothin Man. And Gaga was short for shit to Gaga. Till this very day, I'm not quite sure what it means, but I know this much, it ain't good. So when anyone would say, Gaga, you ain't nothing, man, he would say, thanks, man. And I couldn't understand it, except that accepting a rank as a name kept you from getting a beating and sort of earned you like a reverse respect. You know what I mean? So one fall day, standing on the corner, I asked him, hey, Gaga, what's the story with this thanks man routine? His answer was astounding, even to this very day. It was actually grounded in science with metaphysical overtones. You see, Gus, nothing through evolution and various processes becomes something. So something comes from nothing. Therefore, something cannot be different from nothing, its cause. Something is only nothing in a delusive state. To me, what you call something doesn't exist per se, except in an illusion of nothing, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Wow, that's amazing, man, I said to myself. But what about Gaga? What about Gaga? You know what? He didn't answer me. Yep. You ain't nothing, man. You ain't nothing, man. And that was the way of the candy store. And now from the candy store, I gotta share with you a big thing. This is called the true meaning of fruit. Now when I shine my apples and I shave my peaches and arrange my fruit in the store, it reminds me of what being fruitful really means. Fruitful. You can pray day and night, but if your life ain't fruit-giving, you miss. You're holding last year's racing form, know what I mean? You must first become fruitful to yourself, and then to others, and then to yourself and others. And this interplay is when life looks like my fruit display. My flute? I play the flute too. My fruit display of different colors, a brilliant mosaic, abundance, abundanza, abundanza. This vision to me is why God created the world, yes? I don't know. It takes great understanding and much patience to achieve this mosaic. But we will all ripen in time, just like my fruit. And one day you will be in season for all seasons. And may the pear be with you, or the apple. Yes, the true meaning of fruit. Think about that, the true meaning of fruit. And that's the way of the candy store, as I knew it. Hey, candy store time, we're still on. This is about Harry the Mouth. Here's Harry over here with his 57 Oldsmobile. This was on West 4th Street, Brooklyn, New York, around the 50s. Harry the Mouth. He was a good guy. It's Harry the Mouth and the magic of words, I made a lifetime's work from the effects of words. That's why they call me the Mouth. I found out there's two ways of speaking. Some just blurt out words, no direction, and others have a specific destination, a target. The first are heading for trouble. Their words will work against them. The others will lead a life where they're in control of their footsteps, their reality. Some say, just always speak honestly, but if you whack somebody with words, even if true, you're better off not saying anything. You must consider not just being honest, but also the effects it'll have on the person you direct your words to. If If you want to create a different track in the person you're talking to, you must first run on the track they give you. You gotta run on the track they give you. Think before you speak. Think before you speak. How will it affect the situation? Gotta ask yourself. You can turn friends into enemies, and enemies into friends. Such is the power of words, the magic of words. Every success in life is the right use of words. You can turn your listener on or off. You can produce joy or sorrow. There is a chemistry in words greater than drugs. There's a chemistry in words greater than drugs. The mouth has you thinking. Having this knowledge, you can cure physical and mental problems that science doesn't even know yet. You can even heal hearts. Did you hear that? You can even heal hearts. And you sure as hell can sell cars. How about this beauty over here? It's only got 15,000 miles on it. One owner, weekend driver, garage door winter. Starting to feel better, great. Tell your friends. Harry the Mouth, Gonzalo, I'm the best. And like my friend Poppy next door says, may the pair be with you. Harry the Mouth. What a guy. He could sell you anything. And most of the times he did. Most of the times he did, and most of the times he did. In fact, he sold me a car that, I like to try and find him even in the afterlife, But you gotta love a guy like that, Harry the Mouth Gonzalo in the magic of words. Ciao from candy store time. We're still into it here. This is a fish scroll photo from like circa 1951. They're like my grandfather's featherweights, and I remember they're like narrow pointed toe shoe, and the neighborhood joke was you could kill a roach in the corner of your room with them on. There's a little picture of the dead fish scrolls that I got I salvaged out of that cannoli, that petrified cannoli. And this is something called Francine Boca Bella. Boca Bella, which is means beautiful mouth, and this is called Is It in the Cards, from away at the candy store. Francine was the weirdo of the candy store. Her otherworldly gaze kept everyone at bay, and her intellect scared our chops right up into our stomachs. One day I got up the nerve to ask Fran out on a date. She was great. Boy. She had a deep sense of humor, tremendous intelligence, and an awareness of the seriousness of her ability to read the cards. She knew. After a movie of Bud Abbott and Lou Costello Meet the Wolfman plus 50 color cartoons, she still invited me back to her house. I'm surprised at that. She showed me a room and the spot where she reads the cards. I didn't ask Fran for a reading for her. I was more interested in where she's at when the cards are face up. Where does the wisdom of her reflection come from? Where does it come from? And Fran spoke. She said, there are dangers in the falsehood shared by those who are not naturally ordained readers. There are no dangers in the essence mind, so to speak. The dangers lie in the lower mind, misinterpreting the essence mind. There are no falsehoods in that mind, as I said, but it must be understood. It is still part of the illusion, the ignorance. And what's that illusion, Fran? What is it? The illusion being that the essence mind is the highest knowledge available to which illusion or ignorance can attain. The problem being, it can be divided. It can be a knowledge of parts and only aspects of the truth, the essence mind, and not the ultimate knowledge as such. It can be misinterpreted, misused, and turned into illusion and falsehood by those not naturally born to the cards. Hey, yeah, babe! Whoa, I said. I almost learned something. Is it in the reader, or is it in the cards? Francine Boca Bella.